The Lord said to Moses, say to all the Israelites, any Israelite or any foreigner residing in Israel who sacrifices any of his children to Molek is to be put to death. The members of the community are to stone him. And the reason they were putting the babies to death is because they were having all this random sex in their worship services for these other gods and these shrine prostitutes, and just kind of like sexual immorality, just babies come out of that. And so that in the worst case scenarios, Molek was a god that had his hands like this, and it was big enough to put a baby there in the metal, and you put him on his metal hands, and you burned a fire underneath, and you beat drums so you couldn't hear it crying until it was dead. That's Molek. That's what Molek is. Molek had a bunch of versions. That was one of them. That was one that the Canaanites used. And they'd be pounding these drums and doing their things, and they're having sexual sacrifices while that's happening. And God said, it never even entered my mind to do this. And we think if we put it in a room today with some surgeons that somehow it's not Molek anymore. It's still Molek. It's still Molek. It doesn't stop being Molek. Molek is simply a lowercase g god. He's not a god. Very demonic force that's been around all this time and is still around today and just keeps changing how he kills babies.